So for our Saturday evening weekly Bhagavatam class. So we just started the second canto, and we reached up to first three verses. But let's take a fast recap because it has been quite a big gap of 15-20 days. So definitely in Kali Yuga, the rate of evaporation from the brain is more than from water. So we'll start with the fast recap. Let's see who remembers what we had done last 2 weeks before. What did you discuss?
First was what a man should remember, hear, chant, and worship.
The first dialogue, what you're saying was the first dialogue spoken by Shukdev Goswami. And Shukdev Goswami is saying, Varyaneshite Prashna, Krito Lokahitam Rapaha, Atmavit Samata Pumsaham, Shrotavya Adishu Yat Paraha. What question you have asked? What question Parikshit Maharaj asked? क्या जपना चाहिए, क्या करना चाहिए at the time before? Now that I have got a very short notice, in 7 days I am going to die. What I am supposed to do? What am I supposed to chant, and what I am not supposed to do? The last point. So it's very clear, and he is generalizing. A person who is going to die, what should he do? That's the question he asked, and that's a very intelligent question. Why? This question is on behalf of all of us, because even we are going to die. Okay, one day or other we are going to die, and we are going to die in all the 7 days only. Eighth day, there is no eighth day. Monday to Sunday, one day you will die for sure. So that's why Shukdev Goswami is very happy. He says, Varyaneshte Prashna. Wow, what a question you asked me. Loko Krito Lokahitam Rapaha. It is for the welfare of the entire mankind. सभी मनुष्य के लिए यूजफुल है. आत्मविद समतः पुंसः, which is approved by intelligent people, by smart, who are really intelligent. Intelligence doesn't lie in skills. People generally think, okay, he is a good artist, he is a good painting, he can do good acting, he can do very good singing. These are all skills. That doesn't make you intelligent. Skill is something inborn. Many times you don't have to teach someone to dance, you don't have to teach someone to sing. No, the voice is a skill, gets born with it. So, and which is the best among the things which is to be heard. So, then he is saying, Shrotavyadin Rajendra, Naranam Sankti Sahasrusha, Apashyatam Atma Tattvam, Graheshu Grahamedinam. He is giving the difference between a Grahastha and a Grahamedi. Grahastha bhi shadishuda rehta hai. Grahamedi bhi shadishuda rehta hai. Then what is the difference? Grahastha has God also in his life. Grahamedi, uska definition next sloka mein diya hai. Nidya harate daktam vayanvecha vayaha divacha arte ya rajan kutumba bharne nava. He is saying, भाई जो ग्रह मेदी है ना, उसका क्या दिनचर्या क्या रहता है? निद्रिय हरते नक्तम. रात को जो है ना, time goes away in sleeping. Night time goes in sleeping. Nowadays people don't sleep in the night also. That's still worst. Facebook, Instagram, ye wo, all the other nonsense. So nidriya harate naktam vaya vaniche vayaha. Or else sexual indulgence. That's but natural. Night means sexual time. Then दिवच अर्थे ही राजन. दिवा means day. दिन किस में जा रहा है? पैसा कमाने. दिवत अर्थे ही राजन. और किसके लिए? कुटुंब भरने नवा. फैमिली का पेट भरना. बस यही आदमी का यही सोच है. इसके आगे आदमी कभी इवॉल्व नहीं हो रहा है. Though he has got so many important things to do for the sake of the soul, all these activities are for the body. Sleeping is for the body. While you are sleeping, you are not dying, because the soul is alive. The soul is inside your body. It doesn't need rest. That's why you sleep. Maybe you see dreams. That means what? You are not sleeping. Your body is sleeping. Your mind is working. Your subtle things all are working. Mind, intelligence, ego, your soul, everything is alive. किसी को सपने में भगवान आते हैं, तो किसी को सपने में भूत पिशाच आते हैं, तो किसी को हीरोइन आती है, डिपेंडिंग ऑन द थॉट प्रोसेस इन द माइंड. दैट्स द प्रॉब्लम. तो दिस इज द डेफिनेशन ऑफ ए ग्रह मेधि. And Grahastha means what? Grahastha is one who is going to be having Lord in his life. Now we will see further how he describes. The problem with the Grahamedi, the bigger problem with the Grahamedi is he thinks, why should I have God? What is God going to do? भगवान क्या करने वाले हैं मेरे जीवन में? I am happy. देह आप्य करत्र आदिषु आत्मसैनेषु असत्सु अपि. माई देह, माई बॉडी, 6-पैक ऐप बनाया है, जिम गया है, इतना एक्टिव रहा हूं, फिट रहा हूं, सो आई कैन फाइट एनी प्रॉब्लम. देह आप्य, चलो अभी मैं बूढ़ा हो गया हूं तो मेरा बेटा मेरे को संभाल लेगा. माई सन विल टेक केयर ऑफ मी, आई डोंट हैव टू वरी. हु इज गोइंग टू सेव यू फ्रॉम डेथ? शो मी एनी वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड वेयर the son has also left his life just because his parents have died. We all say ना, मेरा बच्चे के लिए मैं कर रहा हूं, मेरे वंश के लिए कर रहा हूं, this and that. Tell me, every house, everyone had a great grandfather and a father. Most of them are dead. Did your father die behind your great grandfather? Did your great grandfather die before with his father? Nothing of this sort happened. Then what is your son going to do something special? 2 दिन का रोना धोना मैक्सिमम, मैक्स. तीसरा दिन 6 महीने बाद वापस he is in the joy mood. Then he starts counting the benefits. अब पिताजी नहीं है तो मैं क्या क्या कर सकता हूं? What are the benefits? Now my father is not there, my mother is not there. Now I'm a free bird, nobody to control me. Now I can do much more things than what I could not do earlier. But the Grahemedi thinks, Deha apya kalatra adishu atmasenishu achatsvapi tesam pramada nidanam pashyanapi na pashyati. The tragedy is, हम लोग ने जन्म जन्म से यही सुनते आ रहे हैं, ये हमने देखा है. यू सॉ योर ग्रेट ग्रैंडफादर डाइंग, और एटलीस्ट योर ग्रैंडफादर डाइंग. व्हाट डिड योर फादर डू? नथिंग. मैक्सिमम श्राद्ध कर्म किए. ही कुड नॉट सेव हिम. माइट बी, इट मस्ट हैव पुट हिम इनटू अ गुड हॉस्पिटल, ट्राइड टू गिव हिम द बेस्ट मेडिकल ट्रीटमेंट, बट कैन नॉट. सेम अप्लाइज टू योर फादर ऑल्सो, and the same will apply to you also. And after a time, when you are in the bed for a long time, Bhagavan utha le isko. It's a headache. This is how people will say. So better do devotion. Because at the time when you have to leave this body, who is going to be in charge of this soul? So when he is in charge, that is why the word Nath and Anath is described very nicely. What is the meaning of Nath? Nath means one who has a protector. Anath means one who doesn't have a protector. In our material terms में क्या हो गया? Nath और Anath कौन है? One who doesn't have parents and one who has parents. Correct. Why means parents means what? Provider and protector. For a child, parents provide food, water, whatever it is required, then health treatment, and then protect him from any adversities to protect him. Same applies to the soul. For the soul, who is the provider? Who is the protector? It is the Lord. So, भौतिक दुनिया में जो कहते हैं ना, नाथ और अनाथ, this material word, this meaning of nath and anath, this is not true. The true world, as per the Shastra, is it should be one who is under the protection of God, or who has surrendered to God, or the one who has not surrendered to God. जिसने भगवान को surrender नहीं किया, वो कौन है? अनाथ। और जिसने भगवान को सरेंडर किया है वो नाथ है। क्यों? उसको पता है मुझे कोई ना कोई तो मुझे बचाने वाला है। यू सी ऑल डिवोटीज, लिस्ट ऑफ डिवोटीज, चाहे वो अजामिल हो, चाहे वो प्रहलाद हो, एनी डिवोटीज यू सी, whenever मीराबाई, कोई भी डिवोटी आप ले लो, whenever there is a problem, who has protected them? Only Lord. Draupadi had five husbands, five powerful husbands, heroes, Bhima, Arjuna, सब एक एक महारथी, अतिरथी, but they could not protect her. Lord saved. So Lord is the superior protector, or rather the only protector. Only protector. So that is why it is always said, भाई आप नाथ, आपका कोई नाथ होना चाहिए, ये तो आप अनाथ हैं, और नाथ एक ही है और वो है भगवान। बाकी वी आर ऑल फैमिली मेंबर्स में भी facilitators to an extent, to a limited extent in this material world. Maximum the son can put the father in an ambulance and take him to the hospital. He cannot do anything more than that. Then it is in the hands of the doctors. You can't, as a limitation you have got. So this is very important that sorry, that one always surrenders under God. But what is happening with the Grahamedi? Dehapta kalatradishu. My body, I am with my body, I'll fight my problems. With my child, my child will protect me. My wife will come and protect me. But none of them protect. And worst part is, पश्यनपि न पश्यति, देखने के बाद भी उसको दिख नहीं रहा है यार बचाने वाला भगवान है, वो जानते हुए भी he is not following it. The best joke is that he is still having the feeling, I will enjoy a little, I can do some more, I can entertain myself a little, I can do some funny activities, I can enjoy myself. No. That is why Lord is very specifically saying, Pashyanapi na pashyati. Sukadeva Goswami is very, winchingly saying this. Tasmat Bharata Sarvatma. Bhagavan Ishvara apihi. Shrotavya kirtahescha smrtavyascha yad abhayam. So he is saying, Sukadeva Goswami is saying, please read the translation.
O descendant of King Bharata, one who desires to be free from all misery, must hear about, glorify, and also remember the personality of Godhead, who is the super soul, the controller, and the savior from all misery.
So let's go to the shloka, very important. तस्मात् भरत सर्वात्मा, सभी लोगों के लिए क्या इंस्ट्रक्शन इज गिविंग? भगवान ईश्वर हरि ही, तो भगवान है जो हरि, हरि मतलब क्या है? जो आपके सारे दुख को हरने वाला। श्रोतव्यस्य कीर्तव्यस्य च, श्रोतव्य मीन्स व्हाट? सुनना। एंड कृतव्य कीर्तनस्य ग्लोरीफाई और चैंट, chant the holy name. Shrotavya kirtavasya smrtavasya icchate abhayam. Who is desiring for abhay? Abhay means what? Who wants to be free. This is what Krishna is Parikshit has asked. क्या करना चाहिए? क्या करना चाहिए मतलब क्या? कहीं ना कहीं सबको मृत्यु का डर है. Is there anyone who doesn't fear death? बड़े बड़े राक्षस असुर भी मृत्यु से डरते हैं. That is why they are always wanting to kill. क्यों हमेशा तपस्या करने के बाद they ask for मुझे अमर मरो, अमर बनाओ. क्यों? मर जाऊंगा एक दिन. Nobody wants to die. But please understand, Brahma ji also said, even I am going to die one day. Though I got a long lifespan. Boring, huh? I tell you, जितना बड़ा lifespan is a boring thing. The longer the lifespan, more the headaches you have to. Daily morning, you are facing only headaches, problems, some problem. For the ladies, the maid servant will run away. The cook will not come. Some silly problem, but someday, every day, new problem will be there. Why you want to live so long? But they think, no, we will lord over this world. I will enjoy this world. That's the problem. So that's why Shukdev Goswami is clearly saying, so those who want to be ichhate, who desire for abhayam, free from fear. क्या बोलते हैं इंग्लिश हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं? निर्भय. निर्भय निर्भय रहना चाहिए, बिना भय का रहना चाहिए. उसके लिए क्या करना है? उसको क्या करना है? जब करना है और सुनना है. श्रोतव्य से कीर्तव्य से. These are the main two. and स्मृतव्य से. स्मृतव्य से मतलब स्मृतव्य मतलब क्या है? स्मरण करना, टू रिमेंबर. Now how is that going to be possible? ये तीन चीज कैसा पॉसिबल है? अच्छा पहले बताओ, हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू ऑल चैंट द होली नेम ऑफ द लॉर्ड? नहीं बहुत लोग हैं नहीं कर रहे. यू डोंट डू? व्हाट हैपेंड? शशिकला मत. हाँ अच्छा, वेरी गुड. सो बाकी सब लोग करते हैं? Everyone does. You do? You do? नाम लेके बोलेंगे तो जवाब देगा बड़ा आदमी. रोहित? So you also do? हर्षा मत. You do? नहीं आप लोग नहीं करते. आएगा तो पहले एक सवाल उठेगा, प्रभु जी इतना दिन से माला कर रहे हैं, आई एम चैंटिंग फॉर सच ए लॉन्ग टाइम, बट आई एम नॉट फीलिंग एनीथिंग, यू नो दैट दैट माला करने का कुछ इफेक्ट आता है आपको? अंदर आता है कुछ? डू यू फील एनीथिंग माला करने के बाद? नो एकदम चार्ज्ड, आई एम पफ्ड अप, आई एम सिंग. यू फील थॉट प्रोसेस आता है? वेस्टिंग टाइम. हरे कृष्ण कुछ नहीं होता, नथिंग इज हैपनिंग. इट्स अ फैक्ट. इज इट हैपनिंग विथ यू और नॉट? Not that is also not happening. हाँ, why am I wasting? प्रभु जी भी लगा दिया काम पे. Mind is so much disturbed and you don't feel any taste, any enjoyment. In the end you feel कब खत्म हो, कब इसको पार्किंग लॉट में पार्क, है ना? माला को पार्क कर देने, गाड़ी को पार्क करते वैसे माला को पार्क करना. How many people really, honestly, I mean, I want an honest feeling. How many of you have this feeling? Be honest. Let me see. Okay, 1, okay, 2, 3, 4. हाँ, तो ठीक है. Okay. ओ यहाँ से तो काफी लोग, यहाँ ये साइड से सिर्फ ये है और कोई नहीं है. Nobody else? अच्छा, you also have. Very good. I'll tell you a small story. Once one Maharaj was sitting in Chitrakoot and chanting. Most of the time he used to spend around 10 hours chanting Sitaram, 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 and he used to be engrossed. सब काम धंधा छोड़ के only used to chant. Once another sadhu from Vrindavan came, and he happened to meet him. So he met him, he saw him chanting, he was waiting outside, and he fell asleep. And after some time, he saw someone is pressing his leg. He got up. Who's pressing my leg? Arey, he's the same Babaji. What happened, Babaji? No, I'm so tired. I'm so frustrated. I'm chanting day in and day out. I'm chanting the holy name of the Lord, and that I don't feel any rasa or any effect or anything happening also. Things happen. I'm just chanting. So why this is happening? So is chanting not having any effect on me? Sure. So this person who had come from Vrindavan, he said, see, I'll tell you one thing honestly. If nothing is happening, don't waste your time. Leave it. It is Rama. Nice answer. Pleasing answer to most of you. If something is not coming out of it, what's the point? Leave it. Chodo. The minute that person told, that sadhu, that aspirant sadhu, you can say. The sadhu became angry. He said, how can you say that? I do agree, it is not giving me any pleasure or anything, thrilling about it. But I cannot live without it. I cannot live without it. If I get up in the morning, whether I like or you don't like, it's like a part of my life. Like, whether you are hungry or not, you get up. Hungry means more eating. Not hungry means less eating. But eating is for sure. Okay. So it's a part of a routine. Lunchtime, seeing two people eating, third person gets hungry. Fact or not? ये खा रहा है, मैं नहीं खा रहा हूँ, सर डब्बा खोल के देखेगा, कुछ नहीं तो स्विगी जोमेटो से मंगा के खाएगा. So the point is, he said, I cannot leave it, though I am not getting any enjoyment. That time the sadhu said, that is the effect, first effect you are getting. How you are saying there is no effect? If you feel you are out of place by not chanting, means the first effect has started. The first effect means what? मैं chant कर रहा हूँ, नहीं ऐसे मैं कल से नहीं chant करूंगा. Okay, all of you decided. प्रभु जी का first part of the answer. अर्ध कुकुट न्याय. हाँ, लोगों को ना अर्ध कुकुट न्याय. You all know what is अर्ध कुकुट न्याय? मुर्गी ना, मुर्गी का दो भाग होता है. आगे का भाग है ना खाता है. वो जो पोल्ट्री वाला है ना, उसको लगता है वेस्ट है यार खाती. पीछे का भाग है ना अंडा देती है, वो भाग अच्छा लगता है. तो अर्ध कुकुट न्याय, वो ये भाग अच्छा है, ये भाग बेकार है. वैसे अभी मैंने पूरा आंसर दिया, उसमें से पहला भाग बहुत अच्छा था. जिसमें मजा नहीं आ रहा है वो क्यों करना, क्यों छोड़ दो. तो अगर हम लेते हैं, इफ यू ऑल डिसाइड टुमारो नॉट टू चैंट, एंड you are feeling restless, you are feeling out of place, you are feeling no, my day is not going correct, that means the first effect of chanting started. The effect of chanting is more chanting. भक्ति का पहला चीज है, ठीक है कुछ नहीं हो रहा है बट मैं छोड़ नहीं सकता. The point is that लाइफ में बहुत सारी चीजें हैं जो आपका कुछ काम का नहीं रहता, बट यू डोंट थ्रो इट आउट. घर में भी बहुत सारी चीजें होती है, आर्टिक में पड़ा रहता है मालिया में, कभी यूजफुल होगा, डाल के रखते हैं. 10 साल 20 साल कभी यूज नहीं किया, उसको आउटडेटेड हो गया है. बट यू गो टू किचन, मेनी क्रॉकरी विल बी देयर, नॉट यूज्ड फॉर एजेस, बट स्टिल यू डोंट थ्रो इट. क्यों? You got an attachment towards it. Similarly, when you are chanting sincerely, you chant sincerely, you will definitely have that slow development of love towards it. That love will come, and automatically the first symptom when you are asked to leave chanting, you will say, I can't leave chanting, though it is not giving me any effect. I cannot leave chanting. That means what? The chanting has started working on it. You have started falling in love with it, though you are not loving it. You are not loving it, but still, and those who are happy with the first answer, please be rest assured, you have not chanted at all. आपने कभी जीवन में चैंट किया ही नहीं. जो भी किया चैंटिंग के नाम पे आपने, माला घुमाने के नाम पे आपने कुछ फील गुड फैक्टर किया, बस. You have not chanted. If you have really chanted, you will come to a stage where you can't give up chanting. That is the effect of true chanting. And that is what is being mentioned here. Smritavyasya, Kirtavyasya and Smritavyasya. Kirtavyasya means what? This is how you have to be. Those who are dridavata in their satsang. Come what may, rain or shine, I will come and attend the satsang. Because the love for satsang gives you more satsang. The effect of satsang is love for more satsang. When anyone has a reason for not attending, means he really has attended the satsang through his heart. It has not gone into his heart. It has gone from one ear and gone out of the other ear. मन में नहीं उतरा. मन में उतर जाएगा तो आदमी छोड़ नहीं सकता. Like an addicted person. it be a drug addict, be it be a liquor addict, be it be a cigarette addict, whatever, any addiction. Any addict cannot give up his love. You put a person who is a drunkard, you put him in a new city, you go and drop him in a new city, a place where he doesn't know where the wine shop is, where you get all this. Within 2 hours, he will find out where it is. Whether he finds out about his office, whether he finds out about his job, work, तो 2 घंटे में अपना वो जुगाड़ कर लेगा, कहां पे मिलेगा, कहां नहीं मिलेगा. क्यों? He cannot live without it.
So, some of the devotees are addicted to
Tea, that's all addiction. That means what? See, there are stages. Kanishta Adhikari. Kanishta Madhyam Adhikari. Then Kanishta Uttam Adhikari. Then comes Madhyam Adhikari. Madhyam Adhikari में भी वापस 3 कैटेगरी है. कनिष्ठ मध्यम अधिकारी, मध्यम अधिकारी, उत्तम मध्यम अधिकारी. Then comes उत्तम अधिकारी. उसमें भी 3 कैटेगरी है. कनिष्ठ उत्तम अधिकारी, मध्यम उत्तम अधिकारी एंड उत्तम अधिकारी. 3 लेवल है. सबका डेस्टिनेशन एक ही है. बट नहीं सर, आई एम हैप्पी एज अ प्यून, आई डोंट वांट टू बिकम द मैनेजर ऑफ द कंपनी. इज योर चॉइस. आई विल फॉलो एज पर माई लेवल और एज पर माई लाइकिंग. मुझे ये पसंद है, मुझे इतना ही करना है, मैं ये करूंगा. मैं एकादशी का पालन नहीं कर सकता हूँ, सर्वदर्द हो जाता है, आई कांट फॉलो एकादशी. The best joke was yesterday, after all the beating, what the problem Jigar Prabhu went under, he followed Ekadashi. He did not give up his Ekadashi. In fact, he just broke his Nirjala and took medicines and water on an empty stomach, for which I shouted at him. I told him, at least you drink 1 glass of milk. Some others create acidity and other problems for you. No, I can do it. I said, fine, you can do it, but I don't want ulcerations and other problems. The point what I'm trying to make over here is how firm you are, even in adverse situation. That what is deciding how much you are sincere in your devotion. Everything will be challenged. If anyone has done love marriage here, love also is challenging. Love में भी problem आता है. अगर आपका love strong है, then you will connect. If your love is not connected, it is true, you will disconnect. So when it comes to question of loving God, which is our true love, which is our actual love, there also problems will come. Don't expect life is going to be sailing through. Problems will be coming. It is for you to decide how to tackle the problem and how to fight it out. So please understand, this is very important for those who are truly aspiring to be good devotees. If you are chanting, even though you are not getting anything gross, there is a subtle benefit, and the subtle benefit puts you into the next day into the same routine of chanting. If you are chanting in a mechanical way also, one day or the other, that mechanical will become a habit. That mechanical will become a habit. Initially, everything is mechanical. Nothing comes out of love or anything. With faith on what the teacher is telling you, with the faith with what Shastra is guiding you, one has to do chanting the holy name. भगवान नाम लेना ही लेना है. और भगवान नाम लेते वक्त अगर आपको तुरंत रस नहीं आ रहा है, तो समझ लो आप भगवान नाम सही ढंग से नहीं ले रहे. अच्छा, सही ढंग से लेने शुरू कर दिया, फिर भी बोले प्रभु जी वो कुछ मजा नहीं आ रहा है. Because we people are habituated to gross things. We cannot see subtle benefits. But the subtle benefit is, if you are attached to satsang, you will attend satsang, or you will try all the ways and means not to miss a satsang. If you are attached to chanting, you will see to that at least someone is doing 10 rounds, someone is doing 15 rounds, someone is doing 16 rounds, someone is doing 8 rounds. At least that 8 rounds you will make sure that you will not miss. And if you don't progress in that, you are the biggest loser in life. Because this is for one who is going to die. One who wants to इच्छते अभयम, जो अभय रहना चाहता है जीवन में, in a simple word, बिंदास रहना चाहता है. And what is बिंदास रहना? What is how do you become? What does one become fearless? What is the biggest fear we people have got? This will make you fearless. Because I have done my chanting. Now it is Lord's duty. The Lord says, Karmanyevadikar ma phaleshu kadachan. You do your job. You do your karmas. If you don't chant, I am not forcing you to chant. If you chant, you will get what you deserve. And always I say, आपने अगर घटिया क्वालिटी का चैंटिंग, नहीं प्रभु जी थोड़ा थोड़ा करके अगर मैं छोड़ नहीं पा रहा हूं, मैं अपना गंदी आदतें छोड़ नहीं पा रहा हूं, आई एम स्टिल एडिक्टेड टू माई बैड हैबिट्स लाइक ड्रिंकिंग टी, कॉफी, दिस दैट, एटलीस्ट try to do your chanting well. Automatically an attraction towards the chanting will come, and automatically you will detach yourself slowly with a determination in your mind. If your mind cheats you, say नहीं ये भी करेंगे वो भी करेंगे. कौन सा कथा में लिखा, कौन सा भगवद गीता में लिखा है चाय नहीं पीने का? भगवद गीता में लिखा है कॉफी नहीं पीना है. It's common sense. I always give the example. जैसा अगर कोई लड़की को मिस इंडिया बनना है, so she will have to give up cheese, butter, chocolates, burgers and pizzas and all that. Why? Eating that, she can't become a Miss India, right? She will become fat. So she has to automatic control on this. What she's to be done is a different part. She has to get up in the morning, go to the gym, exercise, whatever the procedure for becoming a Miss India. Put some face pack, cream pack, this, that, face exercises, yoga and all that. But along with that, that is an integral part of anything. If you want to be a sportsman, that is an integral part. Similarly, if you want to be a spiritual person, there also diet plays an important role. When in every aspect there is a diet, right? When you go to a dietitian, I want to lose weight. ठीक है, then you कुरमुरा खाओ, चना खाओ, and क्या जब मिलेट्स खाओ, ये खाना मत खाओ, चावल मत खाओ, gluten मत खाओ, रोटी मत खाओ. So what is the diet meaning? What to eat and what not to eat. Why? What is the goal? Reduce your weight. If it is a diabetic patient, then according to the diet is reduce your sugar. Similarly, if you are on the spiritual platform, if you want to achieve spirituality, you need to control your diet as per the scriptural reference. The diet for the dietitian, dieting a diet for a diabetic person and for a normal person who wants to reduce weight are different. It's not the same diet he writes and gives you. नहीं कि standard formula छप के रखा, तू भी ये खा, तू ये खा. No, it's different. The dietitian for the diet for a diabetic person is different. The diet for reducing the fat. Some people have got kidney problem. For them also the diet is different. It has to be low protein diet and all that. So it's variant. It is not flat. Similarly, for a spiritual person, there is a diet, and that diet is no meat eating, no intoxication, no illicit sex, no gambling. That's a character building. Then one doesn't eat onion, garlic and all that. Nothing wrong in it, to eat. But it is not advisable for a person who is following the spiritual path. Otherwise, it is also herbivorous. It's growing on the earth. But once my brother asked me, cousin brother, how do you say I should not eat onion and garlic? It is also growing in the earth. Potato is also growing in the earth. I can eat potato, but I can't eat that. Mola, don't worry, ganja is also growing in the earth. Ganja ka kheti bhi hoti hai na? Then from that only you get opium, drugs and everything. So you eat drugs also. That is also vegetative. 100% vegetative. Don't go for this chemical made drugs. Go for the natural drugs. It is also growing in the tree only. No, वो हो गया. बेटे को खिला ना वो. बेटे को खिला 5 किलो गंजा. गांजे का सब्जी, आज गांजे का सूप. No, try those varieties. हाँ, गांजे का हलवा. So you make those things. ऐसा कुछ होता है क्या? ऐसा वो सब खुद खिलाने का रहता है. Similarly, a person who is following spiritual path, for him onion and garlic is also not. And all of us are surviving. Huh? हाँ, हनुमान जी को गुस्सा आया था, पूरा लंका जला दिया था. हाँ, तो फायदा बोलना. अभी थोड़ा देर पहले बताया, बिना फायदे के जिंदगी में बहुत चीज की है. जो पढ़ाई किया उसका नौकरी नहीं करता. हाँ, इंजीनियरिंग करके दूर दूर की मेरी बेटी का जवाब, माय डॉटर हैज डन फैशन डिजाइनिंग एंड शी इज वर्किंग इन आईटी एंड शी इज शाइनिंग देयर. इट्स नॉट एज शी वर्किंग, शी इज शाइनिंग देयर, शी इज आल्सो एंजॉयिंग. तो जिंदगी में बहुत सारी चीजें जो बिना फायदे के की. अभी जो गो एंड आस्क वन हु हैज डाइवोर्स्ड, शादी क्यों किया? बेस्ट है ना, डाइवोर्स हो गया ना, तो बाबा हो गया. दैट डजंट मीन यू स्टॉप, यू प्रोग्रेस इन लाइफ, राइट? दैट्स नॉट द एंड ऑफ लाइफ, यू गो अहेड विथ लाइफ. सिमिलरली देन यू चेंज. सीख जाता है आदमी, एक बार लात खाने के बाद सीखते हैं, हाँ भाई अब मेरे को अगली वो गलती नहीं करना है. तो सेम अप्लाइज इन स्पिरिचुअल लाइफ ऑल्सो, कि भाई कांदा एंड लहसुन इसके लिए नहीं खाते हैं, बिकॉज दैट इज नॉट एडविजिबल फॉर अ पर्सन हु इज इन द स्पिरिचुअल पाथ. इफ यू डोंट वांट टू गो इन द स्पिरिचुअल पाथ, फाइन, glut like an animal, no problem. There's no problem. Eat. So these are, many people, they think they are smart enough, they can keep their leg in both the boats and they land nowhere. बोलते दो नाव में पैर रखने वाला कहीं नहीं पहुंच, ना इधर ना उधर. इधर जाने वाला बोले इधर का नाव बोलेगा इधर आज पार्टी है, थोड़ा नॉनवेज के साथ भी खा लेते. गार्लिक सॉस में नॉनवेज अच्छा टेस्ट करेगा. गार्लिक खा रहा हूं मैं, तो अटका है नॉनवेज से, उसमें चिपका हुआ है. ब्रेन इज द, बिकॉज द माइंड इज द बिगेस्ट चीटर. द माइंड इज द बिगेस्ट चीटर. इट गिव्स यू ऑल लॉजिकल एंड you will find more logic. Someone was asking me yesterday, how could Draupadi marry 5 husbands? Shastra, Indian Hindu Shastra doesn't allow 5 marriages. Correct? How can you have 5 marriages she could do when she is only, Shastra says you can only do 1 marriage in one lifetime. There is where Krishna comes into the picture. He is the Vedas himself. Because Vedas have come from Krishna, come from Rama, from Vishnu, everything has come from Vishnu, right? Krishna, what he asked, yes, Draupadi, how can, because Draupadi first married Arjuna, and when she came, and Kunti Maharani said, you are the husband for all, मतलब you all जो भी है आप लोग पांचों बांट के खा रख लो the price. तो अभी मुंह पे बोल दिया, so now I have to marry all the 5. Krishna, how will I marry? Because this same question came to her mind also. कि भाई I can only marry once, I can't marry 5 times. That time, this is for those ladies who plan to marry 5 times. हाँ, तो उसके लिए कृष्ण ने आंसर दिया. Krishna said, where were you born from? Yajna, fire. That means you are born from Yajna. After this marriage, you go into fire. Again come out of the fire. Means your next birth. Marry. Again go into the fire. Come out. 3rd marriage. 4th marriage. This is how loopholes. CA only doesn't find out loopholes. CAs, what do? They find out loopholes in the accounting, how to save your tax and all that. So Krishna knows the loopholes in the Vedas. But this is applicable only on divine personalities like Draupadi. She is a divine person coming from fire. You and I are coming from the mother's womb. We can't go back to the mother's womb, again come out and again marry. So if someone puts this type of questions, idiotic questions, especially the young generation, sorry to say, but it's a true fact. Without knowledge, without intelligence, they get great happiness. They find great happiness in putting such questions, and they think themselves to be idiots, to be smart. But actually they are the biggest idiots. वो अपने को बहुत शाना समझते हैं. ऐसा सवाल पूछा है ना, बेटा स्पीकर हिल गया, अरे खुद हिला हुआ है, you yourself are shaken from the root because you don't have knowledge. It's like, if I go and ask my CA, hey, come on, show me such a way, I want to now hide my 5 crores. Can you do that? 10 crores I want to hide. So, I can show you the rules and regulations, but I can't change the law fully upside down. Because I don't know the law, I feel he is a fool. I feel I'm smarter than him because it is my ignorance. And this is the problem with the youth. They are ignorant about the true facts. They are the people who ask, what is the use of chanting? What is the use of remembering? How do you remember God? Smrita Visyacha, how do you remember God? How can you remember God? Okay, something more?
Like after example, mother and child is in school, but mother is in office. She still remember her child. Whether he has
Yes, yes.
that's all.
Means always one has to remember his most loved person. Suppose you go to the market. Suppose you love your wife. Suppose. Now, I have to be very specific sometimes, otherwise it will create problem in the house. Huh? And you go to the market. You go to the market and you saw a beautiful dress. That's why I said suppose. Huh? And you saw a beautiful dress. What should strike in your mind when you see the dress? Except the price. Except the price. That's also a disclaimer I have to add. Simple. You see a nice kurta for your son size, size of your son. The first person who comes to your mind is the one whom you love very much. जिसको आप सबसे ज़्यादा प्यार करते हैं. If you love your wife, oh, this dress will suit my wife nicely. She has not bought a dress for a long time. I think I should buy for her. You say, when she sees a nice kurta or a shirt, he says, oh, now this t-shirt will be nice. It will be nice pick for my husband. Why? It's not the question of you're dying for a t-shirt or she is dying for a dress. Here the question is how you smrtavyasya, how you remember. Because you love that person, you remember it. This applies even to your mother, father, every personality. Every personality. Who's got to play a role in your life. Immediately you remember that person and you buy. And if they don't remember, if you don't remember means you have, it might slip out of your mind. That's not the end test. It's not a confirmation test of your love towards that person. But in toto, in general, oh, it's 9 o'clock. If I don't reach home, my wife will be waiting for me, hungry, or she will shout at me. That is also smritavya. So, with respect to time, you are getting, if I don't get up in the morning, my wife has said we have to go out today and I don't get up. So, you are conscious about smritavya means to be conscious. To be conscious about your child, to be conscious about your father, mother, or loved ones, whoever it may be. Even it may be your teacher also. That consciousness has to be always on. And it is on. Let's not deny the fact. Everyone is not conscious about their child or their husband, father, mother, whatever it is. And this is what is the true realization. Yes, I remember. You may skip for a moment. You may skip that, it may be a birthday, you may skip it. But next day or then that day evening or that day night, you remember. That means you are in the consciousness. कई बार हम लोग का हाथ में as devotees, we may skip for some time the consciousness of God. It's not that we are forcefully doing it or we are attracted towards something. We are engrossed in some work. So we may forget. But the minute you come back to your vibration comes back to the normal level, immediately you are supposed to remember him. Then you are in connection with him. Otherwise, you are not in connection. आप सिर्फ एक भक्ति का ढोंग कर रहे हो. And many times you will see people will be doing a show of devotion, dancing this and that is a temporary show. Once they go back, go to Vrindavan. I've seen many characters. that they carry this big laddu gopal ne itna bada demoness gopal. I don't understand why, which acharya is saying this. आपका लड्डू गोपाल को लेके, and here also अपना राधा रसबिहारी टेम्पल में भी they will come and they will show this gopal to that Radha Rasbihari. Who is charging him? Why? What is the need for this god to see that god? Oh, tu bhi hai. Hi. Nonsense. No logic, nothing. This self-concocted devotion, which is against the spiritual rules. And then उसी को लेके जाएंगे, होटल में रखेंगे, टेबल पर रखेंगे, वो आएंगे, खाना नहीं खाएगा, उसको मुंह को लगाएगा, then खाएगा. वो जो टेबल में दुनिया भर का जूटन है, कैसा आप कर सकते? This is not. Then once they go back to their hometown, ठीक है, उनका जो भी सुबह सेवा भाव होगा, but बाद में they live a different life. I'm not saying all are bad. A few are doing a show of devotion. It's not all. Remember, any statement is not for all. It is for certain kinds. Okay, happy that they are doing at least this much they are doing. But tell me the science or the Vedic Shastric reference which shows you bring this deity and show to the main deity of the temple, and what will happen to this deity or that deity. Are you expecting some race to go from here or from there? Logical. There's no logic. Because finally भगवान भगवद गीता में क्या कहते हैं? भगवान क्या कहते हैं? वासुदेवम सर्वमिति समात्मा सुदुर्लभ स्मृतव्यस्य. Very simple to remember. Whatever you see, वाह भगवान क्या आपकी लीला है, क्या लोखंड बनाया है, कितना strong है. My car is made of that. Every aspect, if you connect with God, you can remember God very easily. Lord himself has said in the Bhagavad Gita, Rasomapsu Kaunteya Prabhasmi Sashi Surya. So when you see the sun, oh, this is the eye of Lord. The sunlight is because of my God. The moon you see, oh, this is because of it. When you take a sip of water, oh, the water is tasting nice because God has added taste. Because Lord is saying, Rasoham aham apsu kaunteya. Apsu means water. Everything you have to connect with God and see. You can't say only this is book, a spiritual book. I'll put it. And बाकी कोई बुक मैं सिर पे नहीं लगाऊंगा. वो हिटलर के ऊपर किताब है वो मैं सिर पे नहीं लगाऊंगा. You're a fool. Because the matter may be that, but finally the paper is Vishnu. The print is Vishnu. Everything is Vishnu. The whole Jagat is Vishnu Maya. Okay, we'll discuss further on this a little more next session. Till then, we close today's class. Anybody has got any doubts, questions, can ask. कितना जन है लाइव?